Hey yo, Pay here, back on our TF2 trading video. I made a huge amount of profit this episode, more than the last episode, which is crazy. And I have made an absolutely insane trade this episode as well. I'm also considering starting a Rags to Riches series after I've done all my past trades, so let me know if you want that. I'll probably start with 15, 20 keys pure. I mean, it's a lot harder to trade nowadays than when I started, but I'll still try, I guess. I was thinking this would have taken like a month or two to sell, but I surprisingly have sold it after just like 2 weeks. For my full pure buyout, surprisingly. So I bought it to 145 and I am selling it for 250 pure keys. That is 105 keys profit on a mid tier. That is very, very good. I mean, I wasn't expecting to even get 200 on this. I'm not sure why I got 250 pure, but maybe it's just because it's a really popular meta and Scorching just like a nice first gen effect. Not too sure. I only just listed this. I didn't even try and negotiate or anything. So I've kind of done another buy that probably not great profit, but I like the effect a lot. So for some reason, people have just forgotten about this effect, mainly because it's only on like one case of hat. But Chromatica is like one of my favorite effects ever. So I'm buying this for 64 keys for a hazard headgear with Chromatica. I mean, the hat itself is like a meh, but the effect is so good. It's unfortunate they didn't really have this in an all class besides like the elite grade, I think. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't think I make profit off this, but nice to have this while I just have no demo hats, I guess. Yeah, it looks so nice. This is a pretty interesting trade, but I am selling the Demon Flame Tyrantium helmet I picked up for 660. For how many keys was it? I believe it was 135, 145, yep. 145 keys. This Pumpkin Bomb Festive Sticky Bomb. This, I think it's, yeah, Die Job, Man of the Seven Seas, and Caravan Anada Private Eye. I paid 660 for this. That's 145 keys pure. And this is worth roughly 25, I believe. And then, broke again, bro. Don't know what does that. So 25, and then this is kind of shit, but like, that's like 30 keys. So I'm basically picking up this Private Eye for 487 keys pure. I mean, I owned this before, and I sold it for like 270, like 290, somewhere around there, but that was like years ago, so I don't know, I think it's worth about 550 now. That's probably roughly 70 keys profit. Kinda hard to tell though. I think it was okay trade. It probably got better, but it would take a month more. I think this is a really nice deal. So I originally got offered this Knife Storm Sculptman's Stovepipe as a 1-for-1 with my Bonk Boy with Purple Angie, which would have been accept straight away, but it is duplicated unfortunately. I mean, it is the only one that's been traded in like the past 5 years or whatever, but it being duplicated kind of hurts. So I had him to negotiate and he was happy to add 45 keys pure. So I'm getting it for 845 keys pure, which is decent. I mean, I don't know if it's a great buy, but I just love the hat. It looks so good. It's probably one of my favorite demo hats. And then Knife Storm. Although Knife Storm's not my favorite effect, I know lots of people really, really like Knife Storm, so it's got potential. Not sure what it'd actually sell for, but I very much prefer this over just having a random Purple Angie music that I'm probably not going to use much. Normally I get most of my trades just through negotiation and the skills I've built up after like 2-3 years of trading. But this is just a fucking ludicrous trade that I could have never expected that I'd get. So there's this something burning this way comes Salty Dog with Spectral Spectrum, and the guy randomly adds me and asks for 600 on it. I mean, even if you're not a trader, you know that's retardedly cheap. And this was like at 1 AM in the morning. I didn't even add him, he just added me. It's like, can you do 600? I'm like, what? What the fuck? I'm not even gonna lie, if this is out of context, it looks like a hard shark. But he's the one that added me for some reason. I don't know, man. Like, it's like, I could sell it to anyone for 1500 probably. I guess I just got some of that luck. God damn. Most of the time it's my trading mates that get all the luck. Oh my god. Yeah, that's probably like 1500 keys profit. Of course it'll take a few months to sell because it's a god tier, but... Bruh. What the fuck? Oh god. Yeah, I'm hesitating between keeping this, because it is like something I'd never get again, because it is a paint spell on a bat, on a god tier ore class, which is retardedly cheap for what I got. And also there's none even for sale besides like a, was it Sinister Staining Demon Flame rotation? Oh my god. I guess you get lucky in your trading career at least once. Oh my god. Just bought 2 quick souls off the same guy, so I bought a Chromatica California cap for 70 keys pure. It's probably because of the effect again, because I really like the effect. It's on a scout hat this time, even if it's not a good hat. I don't think there's much profit, maybe like 5 keys, but oh well. And then also a Death at Dusk Swagman Sweater for 145 pure. This one's definitely a good buy on my part. I think I should be able to get like 170, 180 probably. But here's a California cap. I just love the effect so much. And then let me just bring up the sniper. Yep, so the Swagman Sweater. Death at Dusk. Yep, I mean, gotta wait a bit for it to load. Yep, there it is. I know, I'm not a huge fan of the hat, I'm not gonna lie, but I know a lot of sniper mains really like the hat. And Death at Dusk is a really reliable effect, even if it takes forever to sell. It would probably be way better if the effect didn't glitch all the time, but oh well. You can't really rely on Valve to fix shit, can you? I really didn't want to sell this, my Battery New Isotope Portal Plus Scattergun, because I loved it so much, I used it all the time on Scout, but I got an offer of 110 pure, so like, can't really decline that, that's my full buyout. I had to sell it, I'd sell it for this, so... Oh well. I still don't know why this effect... No, this skin is a mercenary grade. It's better than any of the mercenary grades, and probably any of the... what is it called? Commander? Yeah, Commander grades. Obviously, Spectrum Splattered and Helldriver are better, but... Yeah, I like the Warpaint so much. Alright, so I was originally brokering an Arcana Desert Marauder for one of my friends. But he asked if I wanted to buy it off him for cheap, so I agreed, and I paid him 770 keys pure. Which, I mean, I'm not sure if it's a great deal, but damn, it's a sexy hat. Obviously not Sniper's most high tier hat, but I like it, it's probably one of my favorites. And Arcana is always nice to have, even if I prefer Spellbound. Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't have any problem getting like 850, 900 off this, because it's clean. The other one on the market's duped, I think it's at 1k or something. Yeah, I think it's a decent buy on my part. Looking back on this trade, I kind of regret doing it, but at the time it was a decent trade. So I gave my Something Burning This Way Comes Archer Sterling, my Arcana Desert Marauder I just got, and 30 keys pure, or a Brainiac's hairpiece with smoking, and a Stare From Beyond's Spectral Spectrum Daz has Matt and Hatton, I think it's called. So this is a very chaotic trade, but I'm getting 30 keys pure here. And I valued this roughly 300-ish, give or take. And then I just paid 770 for this. So 1,100. I value this at roughly 100 at the time of the trade. So I'm getting this Spectral Spectrum Stare From Beyond as Matatan. But damn, I cannot pronounce German names. But yeah, I mean, it is a matching paint spell on a high tier Halloween effect with it being a misc. I kind of thought there was a good deal, but I realized after I took the trade that this misc is kind of shit. Like, no one wants to buy it because it clips horribly. It's like the Soldier Stash, even worse though. I mean, I'll probably make profit eventually, but it's definitely not worth the time because as of March, I still have this. And it was made in August, so yeah, I probably shouldn't have taken the trade. Oh well. Let's just say break even for now. Just getting rid of a Stormy Storm Bonk Boy for 220 pure. Decent price. Buyers are at 180, so I was at 240, so I got the most I could possibly get. No point negotiating because you just send the same offer to someone else and they'd accept probably. Fine, I guess. So I'm buying another one of these California caps with Chromatica for 75 keys pure. I don't think this was a good idea because I did leave the buy order up in case, but yeah, I mean, it could be a good idea, it could be a bad idea. It kind of depends on how sellers react. Because if they go down to like 70, I'm fucked on this. But oh well. Well, I think this is a pretty good deal. I am selling my Roboactive Honchos headgear for Death at Dusk Slowpoke. Pro KS Aussie Wrench, 2 keys pure. Originally just offered these two, but I mean, we're eventually going to add 2 keys. I don't think it was worth my time, but oh well. Yeah, so I paid 210 for the honchos. 2 keys here. Wrench is worth roughly 55, I believe. That's nice. Episode 55. I'm picking up this Death at Dusk Slowpoke for 153. Should be easy like 180, so it is about 30 keys profit. It's a decent hat. I mean, they don't sell easily, and a lot of the Slowpokes have high tier effects like on the market, but oh well, I mean, not a bad buy, so I should be fine. I'm just selling the Smoking Brainiacs hairpiece for exactly what I wanted, 100 keys. That's perfectly fine with me. I'm also selling this Sustaining Swagman Swatter I didn't even know I had for 4 keys pure. I mean, that's only 1 key lower than other cells, so I'm fine with that. Also, the Potent Poison Warpaint, I valued at 10 previously. I'm selling it for, how much is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah, 10. So I'm getting exactly what I wanted. Fine. And then the wrench, how much am I getting out of this? Oh god, so it's 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31, 33. 4, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, around 49 keys pure. I believe the buyers did drop before I made this trade, that's why I did it, but oh well. A few more pure sales, so I'm selling this Dead President's Master Jelly Belt for 100. Fine, I guess. I'm not going to get more out of a low tier belt that looks like shit. And also, unfortunately, selling the Starstorm Insomnia out with no name for a loss because there's like 3 other cells on the market now, which is annoying. I'm selling it for 95 keys pure. Originally, I would have easily got 130 out of this, but it showed up at 125, 130, 140, which is annoying. I mean, the buyers dropped from 100 to like 50. The buyers at the moment are just really shit, so yeah, that's probably why. I very much regret buying the Gravelagool Hollowed Helm, but I finally got it out of my inventory. I sold it for 19. I'm just losing 2.5 keys in like a few months. Oh well, I mean, I shouldn't have bought this. There's like 80 or 90 in existence, which is way too high for low tier. Especially when it's a 2D pixel art like that. I mean, at least I got rid of it, I guess. So I am selling the Frostbite, Death at Dusk Slowpoke for 190 pure. Surprised I'm getting so many pure sales lately, but that is 38 keys roughly profit. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I mean, obviously it wasn't the best soldier hat, but it is still decent effect. It's on a mid tier, so not surprised I got this much. Doing a pretty interesting upgrade here. So I'm upgrading my Death at Dusk fragments in 30 keys pure for an anti-freeze Detective Noir. So I paid 145 for the Swagments and I'm adding 30. I'm paying 175 for the Noir. Which, I mean, it's a very high tier spy hat. And there's not a lot that get traded at all. That's maybe the very god tier ones like Bonzo. I mean, I shouldn't have a problem getting like 200, 220-ish. I kind of just did this because I didn't have any spy hats at the time either. Also, antifreeze is pretty good as well. I'm getting rid of the rotation sensation with Spargo Smith in this for roughly 66.5 keys. I mean, I really did not like this. It was a really bad effect and it was impossible to sell. Good hat, but it just wasn't possible to sell, so glad to get rid of this, I guess. I don't think it was possible to get any more in this, to be honest. I think this is a pretty good trade on my part, so I'm selling the Cloudy Moon Honcho's headgear I got for 270 for 62 keys pure and a Burning Flame Tough Stuff Muffs. So I paid, yep, so 270 minus 62, so I paid 208 for this Tough Stuff Muff. At the time, that was buy at 217, so I'm just getting 8 keys profit just selling the bots. And I'm basically getting like 360 mixed off it. I mean, it's a pretty good deal. I'm making at least 30 keys profit. Yeah, I'm not complaining with this. So I thought this was a Demo Man hat when I took the trade. It's an engineer hat. Means I'm gonna lose profit. But I'm selling the green black hole gym rat for this and 5 keys pure. I mean, I'm losing 20 keys here, but oh well, sometimes you just lose money. Yeah, I mean, it's an okay NG hat, but NG hats just don't sell. And if they do, they don't sell for much, even if they have a really nice effect like green black hole. Oh well. This looked like a decent trade when I randomly received it, but I'm selling my Chromatica California cap for Scorching Flames helmet without a home and 2 keys pure. I mean, I shouldn't have much of a problem getting like 75 out of this because buyers were 70 and there was no other sellers. But as soon as I bought this, sellers showed up and buyers dropped to 50, so I'm kind of getting fucked on this. Looking back, this is a really shitty hat, so I probably shouldn't have taken it, but I mean, a 101 on market Scorching Soldier hat just looks so appealing. Yeah, I don't know why I took this, but I'll probably end up breaking even or something. I think this was an okay buy, but I'm buying this Wanton Phantasm Jr. Chieftain's Challenge for 180 pure. I very much did not like this effect, but it was cheap, so I picked it up anyway, and it was clean as well in 1 of 2. I think 180 for this is quite a decent price. I think I should not have a problem getting maybe 200 out of this. I mean, it's just a mid-tier, so not too much profit, but yeah, it's okay. Alright, so I'm selling the Golden Garment, just 3.5 keys pure. I'm fine with this because I didn't want it. And I'm also selling this Scorching Flames Veil for a very complicated offer, but I'm selling it for a Demon Flame Grenadier Soft Cap, a Twisting Lights Tundra Top, and a Scorching Flames Master Yellow Belt. So this is kind of hard to calculate because they're all hard to sell items, kinda. But I value this at roughly 1600, roughly 1650, let's say. And so this Twisting Lights Thunder Chop, it's Cancer, but let's just say 50. And this, it's really hard to tell because it is a Portal Soldier hat, but it's also tiny, so they're like 600 maybe. I mean, I bought the Irantium for 660. I think they're roughly similar. So I'm basically paying 1,000 for a Master Yellow Belt with Scorching, which I mean, it's a really good deal on my part because I mean, it's a misc. Most people don't really care what the misc looks like. Obviously, Veil's an exception, but even for 1,000, that's like really cheap. Especially because Burning has offers of like 1,200 at this point. I'm thinking like 200, 300 keys profit. Depends on this soft cap, I guess. Yeah, I'll show what they look like. So the soft cap, let me get up real quick. Yeah, so Demon Flame. It's decent. I wish it was a little bigger, but oh well, it's kind of like a mini, well-rounded rifleman in a way. And then you got the sniper. So, Yellow Belt. Scorching. I mean, the hat, the misc obviously looks like shit. Like it's not noticeable at all, but it's fine, I guess, because a lot of sniper mains are really rich, so they don't care about how it looks, just the effect. Yeah, I think this is a decent trade. Don't think I could have got much more out of the Veil. I mean, there was a Spectral one that sold for like 2,600, but this isn't Spectral, obviously. Yeah, I think it's okay. think this is a pretty good buy. So he was just looking to quick sell a purple energy federal case maker for 130 and happily took it. Buys a 128 and there was no other sellers except for one at 200. I mean, it's a pretty good buy on my part. Obviously, it's a very nice all-class hat, and purple energy is a classic. Can't really go wrong with energies much. So I mean, 140, 150 shouldn't be a problem on this one. So like 15 keys profit maybe? Yeah, probably around that. So I eventually sold this Devilish Diablo hat to kill for 70 keys pure. This is just a random trade offer. I paid 52 for the Sulphurous Buckaroo's hat. I'm making 18 keys profit. I mean, I probably could have made a little bit more, but I mean, it's pure, so I accepted it. This pure is always nice to have, obviously. It's just straight profit to me. I'm basically selling this California cat with Chromatica, a Prismatica one, which is the white one instead of purple, and 30 keys pure. Obviously, this one's worth less because white's less popular than purple, but I mean, 30 keys on top is a little over the top for me. So I paid 75 for this California cap, I believe. 75 minus 30, so I'm getting to 45. I should not have any problem getting like 60 for it, so it's 15 free keys profit. I'm not complaining on this. Yeah. I mean, obviously it doesn't look as good, but it still looks pretty decent. I never see anyone this effect though. Very nice. So I sold my Flip Chorby with Caro for full pure basically. I'm getting 560 pure keys. And I'm also getting Strange Unusual Brain Inference with Purple Angie Nano Blacava, and there's Stay From Beyond Wild Room Bandito. So 520, sorry. So 520, this was worth roughly 40. Might have sold with Strange, but I will. Nano Blacava's worth roughly 55. Then this, he said he had a pass offer of 175, so let's just put that. I was looking for 800, I got 790, that's fine. I paid this around 600, so I'm making 190 keys profit. I'm perfectly fine with that. I mean, I would have kept it because it's my favorite hat, but I don't really like the effect much. I'd much rather prefer Poison Shadows or Dark Blaze or Arcana, but I'm never going to see that one ever, unfortunately. So, I mean, that's fine, I guess. I don't really intend to keep this one anyway. I'm not really making any profit off this Famies because I ended up making a loss off the hat with no name. I'm selling it for 155 keys pure. Fine, I guess. I mean, I could have maybe squeezed a bit more out of it, maybe like 160, 165, but it is full pure, so like, I'm fine with taking 155, it's okay. Yeah, I mean, I would have been paying like 140 if I didn't have a loss, but hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.